Hello viewers, you're welcome. I am Dr. Gijo Aibapri Hari, and in today's lecture we're going to look at the water cycle. The water cycle is also called the hydrological cycle. And now, what is the water cycle? The water cycle describes the continuous movement of water on, above, or below the surface of the earth. Water is a very important substance that sustains life, and for life to continue to exist, water would have to be circulated in nature. The water cycle involves some stages, and those stages include 1. Evaporation, then 2. Condensation. It also involves precipitation, surface runoff, percolation, and processes such as sublimation. Now, I want to begin with how water gets to the earth. That's precipitation. Now, precipitation basically involves the return of water to the soil and to the earth through rainfall, through snowfalls, through hails, and even through dew. Now, when this water gets to the surface of the earth, part of this water flows from the surface of the ground to the oceans through a process known as surface runoff. Now, then some of the water percolates. It's been absorbed and drains downwards, and some of the water that it's been absorbed by the soil is utilized by plants as they absorb it and use it to carry out photosynthesis. Then, also some of the water that is absorbed by the plants is lost back to the atmosphere through a process known as transpiration. So transpiration returns water in form of vapor back to the atmosphere. Some of the water that percolates into the soil too forms groundwater and sometimes seeps into the nearby aquatic ecosystems. It could be river, lake, or stream. And some of the water in the aquifer is being obtained by animals as they harvest, as they collect it to drink. And we also lose water to the atmosphere through perspiration. When we sweat and the sweat evaporates, the water returns back to the atmosphere. Then some of the water that gets to the nearby aquatic ecosystems, the rivers and lakes, also evaporates. Now, shortly after evaporation, the water eventually gets to the when it gets to the atmosphere, it now condenses. It now converts from vapor to liquid in the atmosphere, and that conversion is called condensation. It condenses and forms clouds. The clouds, when they become heavy and at the right time, they also precipitate, whereby returning water to the surface of the ground. So briefly, that's basically how the water cycle occurs. Thanks a lot for watching, and keep watching more of my videos from my YouTube and TikTok channels.